Who is paying these agitators, causing chaos and tumult on the streets of Los Angeles and cities across the United States? I have a feeling we might be finding out finally. Just for once, I'd like to find out what's behind them curtains. I'd like to see the face of the puppet master. I'd like to see the face of the wizard making all this magic happen in America.
Criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now. Oh, the great Oz has spoken. Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great Oz has spoken.
Who are you?
Oh, I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
And when these curtains are opened, what shall they reveal? Well, to be honest, more than likely, the Democratic leadership and Democratic donors such as George Soros and other assorted globalists, plus a few communists, but I guess they're all kind of communist, aren't they?
Discovering the guy waving the Mexican flag is actually likely from Venezuela, where he's been at Antifa, BLM, Palpatine, and 3 Kamala Harris rallies, residing nightly at a $2 million home, and could possibly be getting funding from various NGOs that receive money from USAID.
You wouldn't say? Oh my gosh, I don't believe it.
Which coincides with another internet genius and data Republican finding similar things about the protests, where she says the signs may actually point us to who is organizing these protests.
You mean these geniuses didn't cover their tracks good enough not to get caught? You're telling me we're gonna be able to trace some of this stuff and figure out who's behind this tomfoolery? Are you kidding me? I don't believe it.
But we don't need any of that, as LA City Council members just openly admitted now.
They know how quickly we mobilize. That's why they're changing tactics. Because community defense works and our resistance has slowed them down before. And if they're escalating their tactics, then so are we.
What you mean by that, girl? You mean you're gonna hire some more tough dudes like this? Craigslist ads from the Los Angeles area, looking for the toughest badasses in the city, Los Angeles. Private, seeking extremely tough, brave men for new crew I'm building. Compensation, $6,500 to $12,500 per week. We are forming a select team of the toughest dudes in the area. This unit will be activated only when the situation demands it, but you get paid every week no matter what. High pressure, high risk, no room for hesitation. We need individuals who do not break, panic, or fold under stress and are basically all-around kick-ass dudes. Physical strength, speed, conditioning is important, but mental toughness is everything. If you're not the biggest guy in the room, but you're the one people follow when things go bad, that's who we're looking for. We're recruiting those who are already hard, badass, and ready for a confrontation when necessary. However, we can train you if necessary. What we're looking for: mental toughness. You keep a level head under pressure. You don't panic. Bravery. You face danger head on. You don't hesitate. Craigslist ads paying people $6,500 to $12,000 per week to be tough badasses in Los Angeles. This isn't for everyone. No quitters, no cowards, no weaklings. If you can't handle serious pressure, don't reply. The ads on Craigslist offering people $6,500 to $12,500 per week are found under the general labor category. They are seeking a select crew of highly capable and fearless men for what appears to be some high-risk private contract role.
Who's leaving their bags of rocks and cinder blocks all around these areas in LA? That's interesting. That's suspicious. More videos have come out. Shocking. Oh my gosh, but they wouldn't do that. That's not what's really happening, is it?
All the materials is a bag of rocks, a bundle of rocks, pallets, trash cans. Huh. Cinder blocks.
I wonder, though, if we could follow the money and figure out who those things belong to, just out of curiosity, not suggesting anything.
You know what? We might actually be able to figure out who is funding some of this stuff. I mean, ultimately, it's the American taxpayers funding it. Because according to the New York Post, some LA migrant protests fueled by taxpayer-funded groups with Democratic ties. Another with a Chinese Communist Party link. But first, we'll cover the taxpayer-funded group with Democratic ties. That would be the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, CHRLA, which received tens of millions of dollars in government grants during the Biden administration. They staged a rally last week to denounce Immigration and Customs Enforcement arresting illegal migrants in the city, including those convicted of heinous crimes. And wouldn't you know, they erased the evidence of their little rally from all their sites. They washed it. Wouldn't you know? As Data Republican found, CHRLA and the Party for Socialism and Liberation are two of the NGOs implicated in this ongoing riot. CHRLA and their friends at the Party for Socialism and Liberation, PSL, are well-funded and well-connected and have been astroturfing protests against Donald Trump and his belief in upholding our country's immigration laws for a decade now. But guess whose YouTube channel has video from the event? Yep, the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Here's the YouTube page for the Party for Socialism and Liberation. As you can see, they've cleaned up. They've taken off any footage of the riots. And as you can see, obviously, they are pure communist. And they have fascinating titles to their videos, like Lenin Never Gets Old, Young Revolutionaries Discuss, The Two-Party System Has Failed Black Men, The Lessons of Lenin's State and Revolution, Classical Fascism, Colonialism, and International Political Economy, 10 Years of the Movement for Black Lives. The Fight for Socialism Continues. Our feminism must be anti-imperialist. Fascism and Communist Organizing. Black Communist History in the U.S. Black Struggle is Class Struggle. Here's the Party for Socialism and Liberation fact for kids. Look, they got them cool little fonts there. Quick fact for kids. Party for Socialism and Liberation. PSL views the Chinese Communist Revolution favorably, argues that the Chinese Communist Party has made important contributions to socialism and anti-imperialism, and argues that despite its flaws, a militant political defense of the Chinese government is necessary to stave off counter-revolution, imperialist intervention, and dismemberment. PSL has sometimes criticized the Chinese government, particularly for failing communist ideals like the abolition of private property. Wow. They don't like that China isn't communist enough for them. Attorney Laura Powell looked into CHRLA's funding and made some startling findings. Yes, there's government money going into the org. That's not startling. What is startling is the amount. According to a financial audit submitted to the state of California for the fiscal year ending in June 30th, 2023, CHRLA took in $34 million from various government contracts. 96% of the government funding was from the state of California. That amount is nearly 3 times the prior year's government contract total. CHRLA's total revenue for the year ending in June 30th, 2023 was $45 million, meaning that 75% of its revenue came from government contracts. Yes, the Department of Homeland Security. Mayor Bass secured that contract for CHRLA from her old pal and Beverly Hills High School grad, Alejandro Mayorkas.
Is my testimony that the border is secure?
The president have worked very hard to implement a strategy when it comes to the border that is humane, safe, and has orderly enforcement.
Things are going at the border, sir.
Much better than you all expected.
We have a secure border in that is a priority for any nation, including ours and our administration. Because the work and the fight that has always been a part of CHRLA's mission.
You guys heard her clearly, right? She said CHRLA's mission.
Of CHRLA's mission is one of the main reasons that I ran to become the United States Senator from California.
We have responded with a model approach that has proven to work.
We have taken unprecedented action over the past year and a half to secure our border.
And we have a process in place to manage migrants at the border. We're working to make sure it's safe and orderly and humane.
The border is closed.
We agree that the border is secure.
We're executing a comprehensive strategy to secure our borders.
One of our highest priorities is to ensure that we have a secure border.
Of CHRLA's mission. Of CHRLA's mission. Of CHRLA's mission.
We are stopping the flow at the border.
The border is secure.
And I know it seems dark. This is all very dark. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Make sure you follow me.